Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're diving into the world of predictive analytics. And you're here because you're a senior manager and, let's face it, you probably have some technical knowledge.
Right.
And you want to understand not just what predictive analytics, yes, but how it's being applied or could be applied across different industries.
Exactly.
Hypothetically, of course.
Of course.
So think of this as your crash course in using data to get a glimpse into the future.
That's right. We'll be exploring the possibilities. And to do that, we need to start with a solid understanding of the core concept. At its heart, predictive analytics is about using the past to predict the future. It's not about crystal balls or magic. It's about leveraging historical data, algorithms, and machine learning to anticipate potential outcomes.
Okay, so instead of just reacting to what's already happened, we're using data to try to get ahead of the curve?
Exactly.
But predicting the future can sound a bit abstract.
Yeah.
Can you give us a concrete example of how this actually works?
Absolutely. Imagine you're managing a complex manufacturing process.
Okay.
One of your biggest concerns is unplanned downtime.
Of course.
Every minute a machine is down, it costs you money.
Right.
Predictive analytics could be used to analyze data from sensors on those machines. Things like temperature, vibration, operating speed, to identify patterns that precede a failure.
So instead of waiting for a machine to break down, you could use predictive analytics to schedule maintenance before it becomes a problem.
Exact.
That seems incredibly powerful, especially in a high-stakes industry like manufacturing.
Precisely. And it's not just about preventing problems. Predictive analytics can also be used to optimize processes, improve efficiency, and even create new products and services.
This is where it gets really interesting. We've seen how it could apply to manufacturing. But the potential applications seem vast.
Absolutely.
What about other industries?
Take the energy sector, for instance. Energy companies are constantly trying to balance supply and demand, especially as we transition to more renewable sources. Solar and wind power are inherently intermittent, which makes predicting energy supply a complex task.
So how could predictive analytics help tackle that challenge?
Predictive analytics could potentially be used to forecast energy demand, allowing utility companies to manage resources more effectively and prevent outages.
That sounds like a critical application given the growing importance of renewable energy.
Absolutely.
And the need for grid stability.
It is.
But let's shift gears for a moment.
Sure.
What about something completely different, like customer behavior?
Predictive analytics can play a powerful role in understanding and predicting customer behavior. Imagine a company that wants to reduce customer churn by analyzing past behavior, purchasing patterns, and even social media interaction. They could use predictive analytics to identify customers who are at high risk of leaving.
So they could intervene early with targeted offers or improved service to keep those customers happy.
Exactly. And that's just one example.
Wow.
Predictive analytics could be used in marketing to target the right customers with the right messages, in finance to assess risk and detect fraud, and in healthcare to personalize treatments and improve patient outcomes.
I'm starting to see the possibilities here.
Yeah.
Predictive analytics seems like a tool with the potential to transform entire industries.
It is.
But, of course, having the right tool is only part of the equation.
Right.
You need a way to actually use that tool effectively.
You're absolutely right. That's where platforms like XM Pro come into play. XM Pro is a platform that could potentially be used to implement predictive analytics solutions across a wide range of industries.
So XM Pro is like the workbench where we build and deploy these predictive models.
Yeah, you could say that.
Tell us more about its capabilities.
One of the key strengths of XM Pro is its ability to integrate data from a variety of sources. Think about all the different types of data a company might have. Sales data, customer data, sensor data from equipment, social media feeds, even external data like weather patterns.
It's almost like companies are drowning in data, but struggling to make sense of it all.
Exactly. XM Pro could be used to pull all that data together, clean it, organize it, and make it ready for analysis.
So XM Pro is like a data symphony conductor. Bringing all these disparate instruments together to create a harmonious whole.
That's a great analogy. And once the data is in order, XM Pro could be used to build and deploy predictive models. It could support both traditional statistical models and more advanced machine learning algorithms.
That makes sense. You need the right tools to handle the complexity of predictive analytics.
You do.
But it's not just about beating the models.
No.
It's about making them work in the real world, right?
Absolutely.
Hmm.
XM Pro could offer a range of features to support the entire lifecycle of a predictive model, from development and testing to deployment, monitoring, and refinement.
So XM Pro is not just a one-time solution,
Right.
but a platform that could evolve and adapt as your needs change.
Precisely. And it doesn't stop there.
Oh,
XM Pro could be used to visualize data and communicate insights in a way that's understandable and actionable for decision makers.
that's a critical point. Even the most sophisticated predictive model is useless if people can't understand and
Yeah.
act on its insights.
Exactly. XM Pro could act as a bridge between the data and the people who need to use it to make informed decisions.
Okay, we've laid a good foundation. And I'm starting to get a feel for how XM Pro could potentially be used to bring predictive analytics to life.
Good.
Now, I'm really eager to dive into some specific industries and explore how XM Pro could be applied in real-world scenarios. Let's start with manufacturing.
Sounds good.
We can start by imagining a factory.
Okay, so we can start by imagining a factory where machines are constantly churning out products.
Okay.
In this environment, unplanned downtime is a nightmare.
Yeah. Both for productivity and the bottom line.
Right. Every minute a machine is down
Yeah.
translates to lost revenue.
Right.
So how could XM Pro help mitigate that risk?
So imagine sensors on each machine constantly collecting data on performance metrics, things like temperature, pressure, vibration.
Okay.
XM Pro could be used to analyze this stream of data, looking for patterns that indicate a machine is nearing failure.
So instead of reacting after a breakdown,
Right.
XM Pro could be used to trigger proactive maintenance,
Yeah.
potentially preventing the downtime altogether.
Exactly.
Wow.
It's about shifting from reactive to predictive maintenance.
Okay.
XM Pro could potentially even optimize maintenance schedules, ensuring that parts are replaced or serviced at the ideal time,
Okay.
minimizing disruption to operations.
That's a pretty compelling use case.
That is.
But manufacturing is just one piece of the puzzle.
Right.
What about other industries where XM Pro could make a difference? Let's look at the energy sector.
Okay.
Utilities are facing a huge challenge with grid management, especially as renewable energy sources become more prevalent.
Right.
Solar and wind power are inherently intermittent,
Yeah.
which makes predicting energy supply
Yeah.
a complex task.
For sure. So how could XM Pro be used to tackle that challenge?
XM Pro could potentially be used to analyze historical weather data,
Okay.
real-time energy consumption patterns, and even sensor data from renewable energy installations.
Wow.
Using this data,
Yeah.
it could potentially create a model to predict energy generation and demand, allowing utilities to optimize grid operations.
XM Pro could help smooth out the bumps in the energy supply,
Right.
ensuring a more stable and reliable grid,
Yeah,
even with increasing reliance on renewables.
exactly.
Pretty impressive.
It is. It's all about using data to make more informed decisions. And that applies to another industry facing significant challenges. Agriculture.
Agriculture. That's not the first industry that springs to mind when I think about predictive analytics.
I know, right? Tell me more. Think about the factors that influence crop yields.
Okay.
Weather patterns,
Right.
soil conditions,
Okay.
pest outbreaks.
Yeah.
These are all variables that can be measured and analyzed.
Sure.
XM Pro could potentially be used to integrate data from weather forecasts,
Okay.
soil sensors,
Okay.
and even satellite imagery to
Wow.
help farmers make better decisions.
So XM Pro could be used to optimize things like irrigation,
Right.
fertilization, and pest control,
Exactly.
leading to higher yields and more efficient use of resources.
Precisely.
Wow.
And as climate change brings more unpredictable weather patterns,
Yeah.
this kind of data-driven approach to agriculture could become even more crucial.
I'm starting to see a common thread here,
Yeah.
whether it's manufacturing,
Yay.
energy, or agriculture.
Hmm.
XM Pro could be used to make complex systems more efficient, reliable, and adaptable to changing conditions.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
And that same logic applies to other industries as well, from transportation and logistics to healthcare and finance.
Okay, we've explored some exciting potential applications,
Right.
but let's be realistic.
Okay.
Implementing a system like XM Pro is a complex undertaking.
It can be.
There must be challenges along the way.
Of course.
Oh.
One of the biggest challenges is data integration. Companies often have data scattered across different systems.
Yeah.
CRM, ERP, marketing automation platforms.
Okay.
And bringing it all together in a way that's usable for predictive analytics can be a major hurdle.
So it's not just about having data.
Right.
It's about having the right data in the right format, accessible in one place.
Exactly. And that's where XMPro's hypothetical capabilities could really shine.
Okay.
It could potentially be used to connect to these various data sources, extract the relevant information, and transform it into a consistent format for analysis.
So XMPro could act as a universal translator for data,
Yeah.
breaking down the silos that often prevent companies from getting a holistic view of their operations.
That's a great way to put it. And once you have that unified view of your data, you need to build predictive models that actually deliver meaningful insights.
Okay.
That's another challenge. Model development and validation.
Right. It's not enough to just throw data into an algorithm.
No.
For the best.
No, not at all.
How could XMPro help ensure the accuracy and reliability of predictive models?
So XMPro could potentially offer tools for building and testing models, allowing data scientists to experiment with different algorithms, fine-tune parameters, and validate their models against historical data.
So it's not just about having the raw computing power.
No.
It's about having a platform that provides the tools and workflows to guide the development of robust and accurate predictive models.
Okay.
And XMPro could potentially go even further, offering features for deploying models, monitoring their performance in real time, and even retraining models as new data becomes available.
So XMPro is not a static solution.
Right.
It could evolve and adapt alongside the ever-changing data landscape.
Exactly.
But we'd be remiss if we didn't address the elephant in the room.
Yeah.
The potential for misuse of predictive analytics.
Right.
Algorithms can be biased.
They can.
And predictions can be inaccurate. How could XMPro be used to mitigate these risks?
You raise a crucial point.
Yeah.
XMPro could potentially offer tools for model explainability.
Okay.
Allowing users to understand how a model is arriving at its predictions.
Okay.
This transparency is key to building trust
Right.
and ensuring that predictions are used responsibly.
So it's not just about predicting the future. It's about understanding how those predictions are made and ensuring that they're based on sound logic and ethical considerations. Exactly. XMPro could potentially be used to open up the black box of predictive analytics, making it more transparent and accountable.
Okay.
It could even offer features to help identify and mitigate bias in models, ensuring fairness and preventing discriminatory outcomes.
That's encouraging to hear.
Yeah.
As we venture deeper into this world of data-driven decision-making,
Right.
it's crucial that we use these tools responsibly and ethically.
Absolutely. We need to balance the potential benefits of predictive analytics with a clear understanding of its limitations and potential risks.
Okay. We've covered a lot of ground.
We have.
From the nuts and bolts of data integration to the ethical considerations of model development. Now, I'm really curious to hear your thoughts on the future of predictive analytics.
Okay.
What exciting possibilities are on the horizon?
The future of predictive analytics is incredibly exciting. We're seeing the emergence of technologies that could potentially revolutionize the field, taking it to a whole new level.
Okay, I'm all ears.
Great.
Tell me more about these game-changing technologies.
One of the most talked about advancements is quantum computing.
Okay.
Imagine computers that can process information exponentially faster than today's most powerful machines.
We're talking about crunching massive data sets in the blink of an eye, unlocking insights that were previously impossible to uncover.
Exactly.
Wow.
Quantum computing could potentially allow us to build far more complex and sophisticated predictive models, pushing the boundaries of what's possible.
And of course, we can't forget about artificial intelligence,
Right.
which is already playing a major role in predictive analytics.
It is.
What advancements in AI are you most excited about?
One particularly fascinating area is the development of self-learning algorithms. Imagine algorithms that can not only learn from data, but also adapt and improve their predictions over time without human intervention.
So we're talking about predictive models that can essentially think for themselves.
In a way, yeah.
Constantly refining their understanding of the world
Right.
and making increasingly accurate predictions.
That's the idea.
Wow.
And as AI continues to evolve, we can expect to see even more breakthroughs in this area, pushing the boundaries of predictive analytics further and further.
This all sounds incredibly promising.
It is.
but also a bit overwhelming.
Yeah,
It's like we're standing at the cusp of a technological revolution
I'd agree.
with endless possibilities, but also unknown risks.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
We need to approach these advancements with a sense of both excitement and caution,
Mm-hmm.
embracing the potential
Okay,
while
yeah.
also being mindful of the ethical implications.
Welcome back to the deep dive.
Yeah.
In the last part, we explored some potential applications of predictive analytics across various industries and touched on the challenges and possibilities of platforms like XM Pro.
Right.
Now, let's really dive into the future and imagine how emerging technologies could take predictive analytics to a whole new level.
That's right. We're on the verge of a technological revolution that could redefine what's possible with predictive analytics.
Right.
And platforms like XM Pro could be at the forefront of this transformation.
Okay, let's unleash our imaginations. Paint me a picture of this future. What could a world powered by advanced predictive analytics look like?
Imagine a world where your commute is not just planned, but optimized in real time.
Okay.
XM Pro could potentially analyze traffic patterns, weather conditions, and even your personal schedule
Right.
to suggest the most efficient route, dynamically adjusting as conditions change.
So no more getting stuck in rush hour traffic.
Right.
That's a dream come true for anyone who commutes.
And that's just the tip of the iceberg.
Oh.
Think about healthcare.
Okay.
XM Pro could potentially analyze patient data, medical research, and even genetic information
Wow.
to predict health risks and personalized treatments.
So instead of waiting for symptoms to appear,
Right.
doctors could intervene early and prevent diseases altogether.
Potentially, yes.
That's a game changer for healthcare.
Absolutely. And it's not just about individual patients.
Oh.
XM Pro could potentially be used to track disease outbreaks,
Mhm.
predict the spread of pandemics,
Wow.
and optimize resource allocation in healthcare systems.
That's a powerful example of how predictive analytics could be used to improve public health on a global scale.
It is.
What other areas could be transformed?
Think about education.
Okay.
XM Pro could potentially be used to personalize learning paths,
Okay.
identify students who are struggling,
Right.
and even predict which teaching methods are most effective for different individuals.
So instead of a one-size-fits-all approach to education,
Yeah.
we could have a system that adapts to each student's unique needs and learning style.
Right.
That's incredible.
And it goes beyond education.
Mm.
XM Pro could potentially be used to optimize urban planning,
Oh.
improve infrastructure maintenance, and even predict and prevent crime.
This future sounds incredibly promising.
It does.
But with any powerful technology,
Right.
there are potential risks.
Of course.
We need to ensure that predictive analytics is used responsibly and ethically.
You're absolutely right. Data privacy, algorithmic bias, and the potential for misuse are all important considerations.
For sure.
But platforms like XM Pro could also play a role in mitigating these risks.
How so? Can you elaborate on that?
Imagine a world where every predictive model used by XM Pro is transparent and explainable.
Okay.
Users could understand how the model is making its predictions,
Okay.
identify potential biases,
Yeah.
and ensure that decisions are being made fairly.
So instead of blindly trusting the algorithms,
Right?
we would have the tools to understand and scrutinize their logic.
Exactly.
That's crucial for building trust and accountability.
Precisely. XM Pro could also potentially be used to implement safeguards that prevent misuse.
Okay.
For example, access to sensitive data could be restricted,
Good.
and models could be regularly audited to ensure they're not being used for discriminatory purposes.
That's reassuring to hear. It sounds like XM Pro could be a powerful tool for not only making predictions, but also for ensuring those predictions are used ethically and responsibly.
It's all about finding the right balance between innovation and responsibility.
Right.
We need to embrace the potential of predictive analytics while also being mindful of its limitations and potential downsides.
Well said.
Yeah.
It's been an incredible journey exploring the world of predictive analytics with XM Pro as our hypothetical guide.
It has.
We've covered everything from the basic principles to the mind-blowing possibilities of the future.
And I hope our listeners have gained a better understanding of how predictive analytics could potentially be used to solve complex problems, improve efficiency, and create a better future.
So, to our listener, we leave you with a final thought to ponder.
Okay.
We've seen how predictive analytics could potentially revolutionize industries, from manufacturing to healthcare to education. What other areas of life could be transformed by this technology? What challenges could it help us overcome? The possibilities are truly limitless. Keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep imagining the future of predictive analytics. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.